fucking way.
Now he's not fucking responding to me.
Are you kidding?
And he's got my sample money, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, this is fucking horrible. We'd like to bring notice that your store has been flagged due to violations of TOS regulations and is scheduled for termination. All right. I have been meaning to make this video for a very, very long time, but here we are, 4 or 5 months later after starting this brand and learning so much about how difficult this is truly going to be. From learning front-end stuff like editing, filming, what kind of content we want to make, to back-end, to marketing, sales, the basics. But we're here nonetheless, and I wanted to make a little formal introduction video about Project Risk because I've yet to do that. You can put a face to the brand. I was gonna originally remain faceless because I don't want this to be about my story. I want this to be about your story. But I wanted to feel like there was at least a human connection and there was a human behind the brand, not somebody that hides their face. So, nonetheless, here we are. This is Project Risk. If you don't know about us, we're a small, growing brand. I think we're around to have 143 followers on Instagram, 170 on TikTok, and 20 subscribers. So we're still very, very small, but we're slowly growing. We're slowly finding our niche and our way into the market, the industry, learning how to grow in it. So, first off, I wanted to start with what is Project Risk, just to give a brief explanation to people that may have never heard about the brand or just want to learn more about truly who we are and what we're trying to do. In the essence, we're trying to change the connotation of risk. Now, that might seem like a bit of a difficult sentence to wrap your head around, but we believe risk should be embraced, not feared, but used as a tool to help you live true to yourself. Because if you don't take risks, you'll end up working that job you don't want to work. You'll end up living in that house you don't want to live in. You'll end up taking that course you don't want to take. And you'll end up living someone else's life without realizing it. So we want to help you make those decisions that put you outside the box, that break you through that wall that you don't even know you have in front of you by embracing risk. To give you a little bit of backstory of why I started this brand and to give a little bit of credibility, I guess, get to know me a little bit. About 3 years ago, I made a huge risk. I decided to drop out of high school. I had a girlfriend, I had a great job, I lived alone, I had friends, my family lived there, but I dropped out of school and I moved to America. That was a big decision, but it really reinforced my relationship with risk because through that I learned what people really thought when you live true to yourself. When you made decisions outside of the box, it shows you what people think. My teachers called me dumb and ignorant, and my boss told me I would regret this decision for the rest of my life. But through making that decision to live true to myself, I learned so much. I learned that nothing else matters but your truth. Because in the end, what do you have? We're born here without a purpose, necessarily. We're all innately good at different things, but we're put here with ourselves and nothing but our truth. And I believe it's wrong not to live that truth. And this day and age, unfortunately, I believe the only way to truly live true to yourself, to live that exponential life, you have to be willing to take risks. You have to be willing to make decisions others aren't. That's the bottom line. If you aren't willing to drop out of that job, if you aren't willing to leave that school, you'll end up living in that system that we're all built under, that we all grew up in. Now, we don't advocate for indolent decisions. We don't tell you to go gamble your house on black. We don't tell you to drop out of school for no reason. We just tell you to live true to yourself. But along with living true to yourself, it's important to understand your goals and understand what you want your life to look like. And doing that will help you understand why you're taking that risk. Example, when I dropped out of school, I knew I wanted to be a business person. And from my perspective, school couldn't teach me that. The only way I could learn is firsthand experience. So I went and started one. And I dropped out of school. It gave me a reason to push for that. It gave me a reason to work hard for that. And for your truth, it's worth risking for. To live true to yourself is worth the risk. That's what I want you guys to take away from this. But what's our plan with this YouTube channel? What's our plan with this brand? We want to make a community of people that think alike, that live a similar lifestyle. We want people to be able to see this symbol on the street and recognize each other as people that can benefit each other in the world, that think like each other. Now, how we're going to move forward with that, we upload daily on Instagram, at least we attempt to. We're trying to find our niche on Instagram and how we want to go about that. We're creating products for those individuals who want to be a part of the movement, to brand, to wear the brand, to be a part of our movement. We're creating those, but we also create free tools, and we're working on a paid tool at the moment, which is going to be a large journal that's going to help you find your risk, take your risk, understand your risk, build your risk, and even maintain your risk. It's going to help you really adopt and live the mindset with the goal of you joining the community, the family. Our plan with this YouTube channel is to continue making documentaries, just documenting our experience of building a brand. Hopefully give useful insights to people that want to do something like this, that are maybe in the same industry, or even just want to know more about our process, know more about our brand. We want it to be open. We want to be raw. None of these videos are scripted, really. I didn't script this. I'm off the top because I feel like when I'm reading off a paper, I'm not speaking from my heart. And I want to be open with you guys, and I want to speak to you as a human to human, not talking to a screen. This is a bit of a difficult brand to grow. It's a bit of a difficult message, but we really truly do believe in this message, and we think it will truly benefit people out there in the world. And we believe the world is a better place when people live true to themselves, when they're doing what they love. So, I hope you joined the movement. I hope you found some insight to this. Maybe it's your first time seeing us. Maybe it's not. Maybe you came from Instagram. You get to put a face to the brand now. And I'm excited to continue this journey with all of you and all the people that are going to join in the future. So keep taking risks, embrace risk, and live true to yourself.